also because in this international conference from different parts of the world. And my special thanks for giving me this opportunity to Euroxia team members, Honorable Chairman, Director Sir, and other important persons who are present in the meeting. Today, I want to share my presentation on a very important topic, and I think it is the cornerstone of our life, motivation. I'm the faculty at Annex College, and also I'm the webinar teacher of KD Balluri International School, Lakmapur, Nasik district. So, today I'm sharing my presentation about motivation. So, let us see the table of contents. What is motivation? The reasons for motivation, the types of motivation, motivational theories, steps to enhance motivation, challenges and solutions, and conclusion. So, we have seen that it is a very important word in our life. Swami Vivekananda, the great leader whom our country has given birth to, has once mentioned that have faith in yourself and stand up on that faith and be strong. So he had inspired each and every individual, the Indians, and he had also said that talk to yourself once in a day. Otherwise, you may miss meeting an intelligent person in this world. So these were the encouraging or inspirational words of the world famous leader Swamiji, Swami Vivekananda. And the entire world has admired him for his speeches. And we have seen also that it is a very important word. Why? Because it is the willingness, it is the desire to exert that high level of effort. We all want to achieve some sort of target for the fulfillment of a goal, organizational goal. We all want to be motivated because that word motivation keeps us in a positive state of mind. It curbs away from our life all sorts of anxiety, fear, stress, any inspirational word. It enhances our overall mental health and provides a sense of purpose, which is very important for a mental well-being, because that is the way we need how we can build our energy and how the behavior is started. So it is the inner drive. The moment we get up from our bed, we find that we have to do a lot of things in the morning and we are just moving actively. It's a hectic schedule. So this inspirational word, this particular word, it comes from both internal and external sources because it is always driving us to work. It is pushing up always. And sometimes it can be elusive because it pushes you in such a way that you have to come out of your comfort zone. You cannot be lethargic. You cannot be lazy. You need to take on some challenges, learn new skills, and grow both professionally and mentally. So those who are having this motivational approach within them, these motivated individuals, they tend to be more focused, they tend to be attentive, and they are more focused in handling different type of tasks with enthusiasm, because that leads to higher productivity and performance. We can see a small child just drawing a picture. So he has some target. He wants to achieve certain goals. He wants to break down the large goals into smaller goals. A student wants to celebrate his small victory. We should encourage him, whatever he does, even if he's a small child. We should always go on saying motivational words to the children, never scold them or say something negative, because they have that ability. And at the same time, we need to point out their mistake, because embracing the mistake, accepting mistake is a virtue. It is a virtue. Why? Because it helps us to bring lot of opportunities, learning opportunities, and that fosters resilience. So if suppose somebody is doing with some teamwork, all of them are studying together in a team. Surrounding yourself with persons who are having positive approach can also create positive learning. And if you are collaborating with others, that can also make you equally enjoyable in your work. So let us see what are the reasons behind motivation. Firstly, as I mentioned, we need to achieve our goal, because with necessary energy and persistence, it will help us to stay focused, attentive, and overcome challenges. And we need to celebrate the success, increase productivity. This is very important in every organization, because productivity is the question of the employees and motivation is behind the success of the employees. So when they are motivated, when anyone is motivated, they tend to be more productive and efficient, and that can improve their performance, boost their resilience, because we know that life is a battle. So motivation helps us to bounce back from the setbacks, failures are the pillars of success, and experience makes a man perfect. So if we are having that motivation, that can bring greater happiness and satisfaction. Now, there have been several theories of motivation. For example, in Maslow's hierarchy of needs, he demonstrates that how the basic needs of high level motivation can occur, which can be categorized into physiological, that is the basic needs, a hunger, thirst, shelter, without which we cannot survive. Safety needs, security and protection. Social needs, belongingness, affection, security. Then esteem needs, which relates to self-respect and achievement, and self-actualization need, that is the drive which helps one to become of what one is incapable. He's not thinking, okay, I will be this one, but somebody is driving within himself that force that, okay, you can be, you can do that thing. So in Herzberg's theory, it has distinguished between two different aspects, that is hygiene factors and motivators, that is preventing dissatisfaction, and motivators creating satisfaction. That is based on company's policy and administration, because those factors are based on supervision, administration, and salary. So if they're not getting adequate salary, the employees will be dissatisfied. And according to McClellan's theory, he has stated that the need for achievement, that is the drive to excel, relation to certain standard, need for power to make others believe, to behave in a manner that they wouldn't have believed, and also to maintain the desire for friendly and interpersonal relationship. So now motivation can be distinguished in two types. One is intrinsic, another one is extrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation means it is driven by some reward. We always expect, okay, somebody is motivating us, so we'll get something. Personal interest, enjoyment, curiosity. And it is also related to job satisfaction, achievement of our goal. Extrinsic motivation is driven by certain external reward, that is for short-term goal, which help us to remain focused and improve our concentration. So if somebody is doing some activity, they're doing for inherent satisfaction and pleasure. They are not expecting anything from that. It is just out of satisfaction they're doing. For example, cultivating the love for learning. We all are passionate learners. We want to learn. So that love for learning, it fuels the intrinsic motivation because it explores new subjects and it can be equally challenging. Now there are some steps. We need to set some goals. SMART. What does it mean? Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals. We need to find a passion, engage in some positive activities which we can enjoy, celebrate whatever success we are achieving in life, even if it is a very small work, and surrounding ourselves with positive person who can create a transformation. Also, we need to prioritize on our mental well-being, physical exercise, healthy eating, consistency in diet, and proper sleep. So motivation is a very effective tool which can transform your life. In case of organization, we have seen the motivated employees, they give main attention to work quality, also greater resilience and time management, because everywhere qualitative performance counts. And that is the main thing, because the reason why motivation fosters in the environment, because they have the willingness to work. So they have that fear, but the fear gets diminished if motivational words are, mention to them, okay, you are saying something good quotes or you giving them inspirational words. Not team dynamics. Motivational team, they exhibit strong collaboration in an organization, and also clear communication, transparent feedback, because those words are extremely important for the effectiveness of the organization. Some organization, they believe in some reward structure, incentives, then competitive packages, advancement opportunities, and flexible work arrangement, professional development. In the case of Japanese workers, it has been found that motivation was the keystone for the productivity for the Japanese workers through research. So the challenges are, the organization must see that communication barriers, inconsistent leadership, resource limitation, and inadequacy in sort of training or regular training is not being done, employee involvement, these things need to be given focused. Also, there are certain trends, that is the emphasis through well-being, mental well-being, evolution of remote work and strategies. So we need to overcome those challenges, adjust the goals, and build proper support system and accountability. Because we all know, as I mentioned, that the productivity the turnover, the absenteeism, these are going on increasing in certain organization. The simple reason because they're not having any motivational or inspirational words to enhance their performance or enhance the qualitativeness in their work. So building and maintaining motivation, creating positive habits, and also involving them and celebrating their success can only foster motivational spirit within them. So we need to reduce that absenteeism, improve quality of work, break the larger task into small steps, and develop positive habit. So impact of motivation is based on how it is driving the employee to put their best effort, job satisfaction because they experience lot of pleasure and happiness, and also it increases their productivity, and that motivated workforce creates a very positive work climate that can also increase the organization's reputation, and they feel motivated and appreciated. So to conclude, it is a vital ingredient for success, cornerstone of our life, and also it is the propelling force because we can cultivate and sustain motivation in each and every corner of our life, in each and every avenue of our life, not only for the students, but for every individual. So organizations should nurture and sustain motivation through different ways and meet the future challenges and opportunity. So as per reference, Stephen Robbins and K. Vasathwapa for my reference in this particular presentation. Thank you.